So one thing I want to share with you about awakening and consciousness is that you can not see things. And what I mean by that is it's very not easy, but it can happen a long time that you just see the world how it is in your own eyes. You have the same workplace, the same friends, everything is just stable. But then something happened and you suddenly feel that somehow I think this is done, or I need to move on. And you start to do your work, and then you awaken, in kind of layers, and you start to see things differently. And you look at the world and suddenly everything looks differently. And that is because consciousness raises in layers. So you have to think about frequencies and dimensions. So once you're here at the frequency, for example, you see the world just on that perspective. But when you move your consciousness, you move to that layer, so you see from that perspective, which looks totally different. And that might be confusing at the beginning. And also with people around you, some people just stay at this layer, others are just there. You have to really think in dimension and frequencies, and that this changed the whole perspective. And so you cannot, for example, I cannot look at the world and see how crazy the system we've created. But for a long time I was just there, very safe, and felt comfortable, and was like, what's the problem? So it's perfectly very important that we don't judge people, because every person is in its own growth process. But just that explains awakening, and maybe why you suddenly feel different or see different, because your consciousness was raising and you had an awakening. So if you want to learn more nature wisdom with me and how we can grow a new earth together, subscribe to my channel, and I see you there.